Man, why would you do this? Why would you think this is a good idea? Like, holy shit, man. What were you thinking? Scumbag CEO ruins his image stealing from child on live TV. Why? For what? You've got plenty of money. You could have just bought a ball. And you had to steal it from a child. What is wrong with you?
This scumbag CEO just ruined his image, then doubled down after being called out for it. And it all stems from him taking a cap that was clearly not.
He doubled down. All right. What's that gonna solve?
Given to him from a child.
What the fuck, man? That wasn't even like it was thrown into the audience and it was just, you know, it just happened to get to the guy and there was a sad kid by him. No, it was actually supposed to go to the kid and the dude swiped it. And like the dude signing didn't even know and the kid's just crying. Dude, this is so sad. Like absolute scumbag piece of shit. What the fuck? Like, I hope this situation was made right.
So this is Piotr Sesrek. Definitely butchered that pronunciation there, but he's the CEO.
He doesn't deserve to have his name pronounced correctly.
Of a concrete company called Dogbrook. And it seems like he was very proud of himself after he took this cap. And obviously, the internet was not a big fan of his behavior, so they found his company and started leaving reviews on the company based on the behavior the CEO just displayed for the whole world to see. But here,
yeah, I bet that company is just riddled with corruption. Guaranteed. If this is the guy that's on top and he's stealing from children, like that company, I hope it crashes and burns, man.
Here we have some of these reviews here, and it's safe to say they do not look that great. He's not a popular guy here at all, that's for sure. He who has bullies kids, wakes sleeping giant, a person who has the mindset to take from a kid will have no problem taking from you to benefit himself.
Yep.
Definitely not the type of person I would want in charge.
Also, cutting corners whenever, apparently it's a concrete company. You don't want a concrete company cutting corners, especially if they're like pouring concrete for buildings and structures. No thanks, man.
Charge of any projects that are supposed to be built on a solid foundation. Here's another life lesson. Don't bully kids. You might have felt powerful because you were bigger than him, but he is now bigger than you and you woke the sleeping giant. Reap what you sow, you POS. Thief CEO, thief company. Shame on you. CEO steals from children. Do not give this company your business under any circumstances. Reprehensible behavior by the CEO.
Unfortunately, a lot of the people that would be seeking out a company like this, they're not going to be looking at reviews. A lot of times, they're going to be asking people for recommendations, and they get recommendations from other people, and a lot of times it's going to be the only company that does anything like this in the area.
Who steals a prized signed hat from a child at a tennis match. Imagine if he so easily steals a hat with absolute no conscience, what he does to customers.
But I don't know anything about the area, so like I don't know.
Customers and employees. Clearly, the pages just keep going on and on. It seems like they have what? I think it says the total. Yeah, 1,600 reviews right now. So I'm actually wondering, are all of their reviews just like negative now? Let's see, page 70. Is this actually page 70 or did I just teleport to the top?
Damn,
no way, this is
so
page
many.
70. Oh wow, and it just keeps going. I mean, I have never seen this many reviews.
Yeah, you're not getting out of this 1-star review.
Views on a company this quickly. Unfortunately for them, it's all negative because the guy just clearly outed himself.
Also, a lot of it's probably botted.
For everyone to see. Terrible, shameful public behavior from the CEO. Fire your sociopath CEO. I guess the only thing going for this company is they're not a direct-to-consumer company. If they're selling asphalt or pavement or concrete, yeah, they're dealing with businesses. But clearly, I mean, this can definitely affect their business. But
yeah, you see a lot of them, it says 1 review.
The CEO actually responded to this. So he said the recent incident at the tennis match has caused a disappropriate online uproar. It's all about the famous hat, of course. Yes, I took it. Yes, I did take it quickly, but I've always said life is first come, first serve.
That's not how that works. It's, I don't even know, man. That's so ridiculous. First comes, first serve. Best come, best serve.
I understand that some people might not like it, but please, let's not make a global scandal out of the hat. It's just a hat. If you were faster, you would have had it. Regarding online hate, I remind you that
it was supposed to go to the kid. It wasn't even supposed to go to random people. He was handing it directly to the child. Unfortunately, he looked away.
Insulting a public figure is subject to legal liability. All offensive comments, slander, and
oh yeah, you gonna sue everybody? How fucking ridiculous.
insinuations will be analyzed for the possibility of taking a matter to court. In the end, chin up, hats off, less venom, more sportsmanship. I don't know if it's really sportsmanlike to steal a hat from a kid that was being given to a kid.
Yeah, and then threaten to sue everybody, literally everybody, because everybody's against you. Nobody's defending this.
By the kid's idol. That's not really something I would want to stand for, but I guess he doesn't care. I'm kind of surprised at this comment. Also him going like, hey, I see all these reviews on Trustpilot. I might go through them and sue you. Okay, as if you're going to sue 1,000 people for leaving negative reviews on your Trustpilot. No, own up to your own actions, and maybe those reviews will go away. They probably won't. But the thing about this is we all saw a moment of time of him just being a scumbag to a child. And now, with this response, essentially just doubled down and proved to the world that he is in fact just a scumbag and this just wasn't a single incident. This would have been his time to apologize, but instead he posted that, and allegedly his wife posted this. You poor people shouldn't really have access to the internet.
Dude, you shouldn't let your wife have access to the internet. She just made everything so much worse.
You can't use this tool correctly. Unfortunately, Polish mental poverty together with straw shoes give the result that we all see. If we take into account the circumstances of the pseudo-scarred, this kid simply got a pro bono life lesson. Let him be happy.
What the fuck are you talking about? Oh no, we gotta feel sorry for the poor CEO in the poor country because the rich American, we always get the hats. We always get the hats and the balls. Polish people, they never get the hats and the balls.
Greetings. I hope that's not really the wife's response, but according to the internet it is. So I'm going to take that with a pinch of salt for now because I hope there's some good in humanity left, maybe. But obviously, when the internet didn't take that response how they wanted, I don't know how they would ever think that response would go over well. Suddenly,
it's okay to steal because of the disproportional economy and the cultures. It's okay then. That makes it okay.
a lawyer dropped this message. Given the growing publicity surrounding Kamil Marchak's hat incident during the match of the 2025 US Open, it should be clearly emphasized that Mr. Shezrek's actions were neither illegal nor reprehensible. On the contrary, they can be seen as a form of education and a form of learning for the young man. First of all, the hat wasn't worth enough to be considered a loss. It was an everyday item. That was ultimately passed on to the child. Therefore, the child wasn't deprived of something but received it. Secondly, the mere act of temporarily taking the hat and then giving it back can be interpreted as a lesson in respect for donated items. Mr. Shezrek made the child realize
he did this to teach the child a lesson, eh? No, it wasn't just him stealing the hat. A CEO, mind you. No, he was teaching the child a lesson, a valuable lesson. In charity.
That even in a seemingly trivial item like a hat can be the subject of attention, responsibility, and care. Therefore, it wasn't about taking something, but rather about emphasizing the importance of cherishing what one receives. There's a lot of Jedi mind tricks going on with this one because I haven't seen someone dodge and weave this hard, but okay. In this sense, the incident takes the character of a symbolic education through experience. Instead of passively receiving an object, the child was involved in a situation that taught him a greater awareness and gratitude.
What the fuck are these people on? Like, they're straight up deflecting and using the child as a weapon. Or a shield. And a weapon, I guess? They're taking a slice with the child.
okay. Therefore, framing the entire incident in negative terms is not only incorrect, but also unfair. Mr. Shezherek did not commit any wrongdoing, but rather set an example that even minor situations can be used as a learning lesson and opportunity to discuss how to care for the things that we are given. Dude, you stole the hat. What? The athlete was giving the child the hat and you intercepted it. It's like,
yeah, we don't care about the technicalities. We can see what it is on camera. The hat was going to the child. The guy looked away. You grab the hat. The child cries. Like, it's an obvious situation. It's like a guy walks by and there's a kid with an ice cream and he just decides he doesn't like that kid with the ice cream and he just, you know, accidentally bumps into the kid and he drops the ice cream and he's like, well, I just taught you a valuable lesson. Ice cream is not good for you.
Clear and cut, simple as day. No amount of like Jedi mind tricks or just poor scapegoating by an alleged legal representative is gonna get him out of this. At the end of the day, he should have just taken accountability. All right, well, at the end of the day, he shouldn't have done that.
Dude, none of these freaks can take accountability. They never do, and nothing ever happens when they don't take accountability. Actually, if they take accountability, that's when bad things happen to them. Because that's when they admit wrongdoing. That's when they get canceled. You can never admit that you ever did anything wrong. That is what we have taught people on the internet when it comes to cancellation.
But, you know, after he got caught for doing it, he should have taken some accountability here. Instead of doing the whole, you know what, actually, guys, I just taught him a lesson. You guys should all be thanking me because I am a rich, concrete CEO, and I just did this guy a massive favor because now he too can become a CEO because I took a hat before he could get it from his idol. Nah, bro, you're just a scumbag. Honestly, this is just like a—
Did they find the kid and they give him a hat? I hope they did. I hope they found this kid because like this blew up, man. Everybody's talking about this. No shot they didn't just give that kid a hat.
Masterclass in how to not deal with your mistakes as a CEO because there is zero accountability here, just deflection and threats. I mean, the dude is deflecting more than one of those, like, you know, the droids, like is it the droidica? Is that a droidica? Yeah, droidica. This guy, I've never seen more deflecting than this. I don't know why I'm throwing in so many Star Wars references in this video, but there's just no accountability here, just deflection and threats. But thankfully, the story does actually end on a happy note because the tennis player did end up finding the kid. So at least we have that.
That's
the
good.
kid,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, got his hat
Let's
and some more
go,
time
man.
with the tennis idol. And the CEO
Fuck
just
yeah.
exposed himself for being—
And he got he got to meet him one-on-one, and yeah, the CEO's a piece of fucking garbage. Fuck that guy. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications if you want that guy to get fucked on the internet. See you in the next one.